This week I had not intended to make a modding video because I have been very busy creating my own mod. And whilst making a video to explain why I wasn't going to make a modding video, I accidentally created a modding video. So, welcome to episode 42 of the Fallout 4 Mod Vault. This week saw the release of a mod called HUDFramework, and this really is a massive game changer. This mod is great news for anybody who's been waiting for mods that mess around with the heads-up display, so mods like my own immersive HUD. This mod will allow me to actually create that mod without the need of Fallout 4 Script Extender. For those of you that don't know, although we have Fallout 4 Script Extender right now, it does not have any of the Papyrus script support that it needs for mods such as Immersive HUD. But with HUDFramework, I almost don't need it. This mod will allow me to hide different elements of the heads-up display under different circumstances, and it doesn't need Fallout 4 Script Extender. As you can see with Immersive HUD at the moment, I've managed to get it controlling the compass, and I've also got the health bar appearing and disappearing under different circumstances, all independently of each other. Look at the action points, they're still showing. I haven't actually changed anything with regards that particular element on the heads-up display yet. But it's not just manipulation of existing heads-up display elements that this mod allows. As you can see here, it lets you add new HUD elements. We have a clock in the top left corner. This is from a mod called HoloTime, which adds basically a HUD clock. It's very simple and quite useful actually. And believe it or not, it seems to be compatible with Immersive HUD right out of the box. It's linked to the compass by the looks of things, which is pretty much perfect. So as the compass hides, so does the clock. Please forgive the spam there, the debug spam. That's me working on my mod. That has nothing to do with HoloTime. But you see, the sort of thing that can now be added. There is an insanely useful mod called Companion Status HUD, which, as you can see in the top right corner, shows you the health of your companion. If you go into combat, it will actually show you his hit points, his action points, and his Stimpack status, and it will stay there until combat is over and his health restores itself to full, at which point it will fade away. Both of these mods were written by the same mod author that brought us HUDFramework itself, so these are great showcases for what is possible, but I'm expecting many more mods to use this framework. Now, as I said, the framework does not need Fallout 4 Script Extender to work. However, if you have that installed, the responsiveness of this mod is improved, because without it, it takes about a second for the heads-up display to receive the commands. Now, I'm using Fallout 4 Script Extender, so as soon as I crouch, the compass and the clock show. It's instantaneous. This is the advantage of using the Script Extender as well. But if you don't have the Script Extender, it still works. There's just a slight delay. Now, what this does mean is that in theory this should work on the Xbox One, and the mod author is intending to port this mod over there, so you should be able to get all of these mods on that particular console, which I think is absolutely brilliant. So that's it, the HUDFramework, an incredible mod, a total game changer, really, quite literally in this particular case. Obviously, I'm going to be spending quite a lot of time working on Immersive HUD and getting all of the features I want for that mod. I'm going to try and get that out before Christmas, but I cannot promise it. I will get as much done as possible. Things are going pretty well at the moment, but there's the odd hitch. There is the odd thing that is a little difficult without Fallout Script Extender, but I think I can find ways around it. We will just have to wait and see. And that is indeed it for this video. I do apologise for the fact that it was short and very hastily put together. As I said, my intention was to actually skip this week and focus completely on the mod itself, on Immersive HUD. I'm going to end with the screenshots that you guys have been posting. A big thank you to everyone who has continued to post. If you would like to submit an image for me to use in one of my videos, I will leave a link down below to a video that will show you exactly how you can do that, and let me thank you in advance for doing so. I look forward to seeing you next time, whenever that might be. It may even be after Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you there. But until then, remember, as always, have fun. If you're curious as to whether I've covered a mod in one of my videos, feel free to go along to my website gophersvids.com and check the search functionality out. Just type the name of the mod you're interested in, open up the settings and filter by mods only. Click for search and you will see whether or not I've covered that mod. Click on the mod and it will also show you any of the videos this mod appears in.